right? People are going out of Facebook and they are like, more into Instagram and TikTok, right? So this percentage, Tom, Naomi, this person, no, it will not come to your exam. Yeah, it's more of real estate based questions for your exam, and yeah. So looking at Facebook network, and so why? So I told you, like in Western countries and other countries, Facebook is declining, but in Sri Lanka it's increasing, right? So the idea behind why the increase, because Facebook is connected to news in Sri Lanka. So Sri Lankan usage is different. Sri Lankan behavior, the Sri Lankan use behavior of this platform is different to other countries, because we are more into news. Because just think about, like when is the last time you got to know something out of Facebook. So every day we see news, current affairs, and what's happening in the markets, with what's happening in the world, everything from Facebook. So we get that information out of Facebook. So that's the main reason why Sri Lanka is in an increasing pattern for Facebook. But if you take the young generations like Gen Z, so they are more into other platforms. So some of them, they don't even have Facebook, right? They don't really use Facebook. So to understand that usage, you can look at like telco packages, like how they offer their internet packages. Okay, so one package I saw, they are offering Instagram, WhatsApp, and TikTok. That's it. So you can see that that generation is more towards those platforms. That's why they're offering those kind of packages. So Facebook usage is like that in Sri Lanka, and for real estate also, uh, we see a lot of conversions and a lot of inquiries coming through Facebook, right? But that number is changing. But it used to be like, if you take last 3 years, Facebook is the winner, because the early adapters, like early use Gen X and millennials, are more into Facebook than Instagram. Yeah. So if you take YouTube, YouTube is the only social network that that has that is being increasing over the time. If you take last 5 years also, YouTube usage has been it's increasing year by year in the world, right? Not only Sri Lanka, in the world, because a lot of content creators are coming in, and we consume a lot of content out of YouTube. And if you take we learn, we for entertainment, we consume a lot of content from YouTube. Even and if you look at the behavior of YouTube, the user behavior of YouTube. If you take my case, of course, when I go home, because most of Sri Lankan households now has a smart TV, and they have access to YouTube through smart TVs. And so I check news whenever I go home. I check news on YouTube. So likewise, there's a usage pattern, and also there's an interesting one for real estate market as well. So this was one case study, what we did, and so we understood that expats in other countries, people who are living in other countries, like Sri Lankans who are living in other countries, they consume YouTube a lot, like to get Sri Lankan news and entertainment. They watch all the dramas in Sri Lanka. So what we did was, so they have a potential interest to invest in Sri Lanka as well. So we placed advertisements on those dramas. So from YouTube, so we placed those advertisements mainly for developers, of course, not for real estate managers, but for developers. So you can use that as a case study for uh, for the usage of YouTube. And then we have Instagram. Instagram by 2025, we had 1.95 million users. Like I said, most of the Gen Z users, the younger generation, is more towards Instagram. And like I said, there was if you take the last 3 years, of course, Facebook has given us more leads and more sales for real estate. But the current trend, if you look at the current trend, Instagram is increasing. Like Instagram users are also interested in real estate because they are also so late millennials and Gen Z are coming into investment because they are also trying to maybe do some transactions in the real estate market. So they are also interested. So that number is increasing. That is very much that's interesting as well. Yeah, and the next platform I want to discuss is LinkedIn. As of 2025, we had 2.6 million users in Sri Lanka. And one word, if you explain LinkedIn in one word, I would say it's the gold mine of social networks. So LinkedIn is, if you take the user behavior, it's very different to other social networks. And so it's very different to other social networks, and only professionals, you don't post what you post on Facebook on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, you keep it professional, and it's engaging, and people are very much interested to discuss business there. So that's why I told you it's a business gold mine. If you are into B2B, or if you are into service industry, of course there's a huge potential in this network. In the coming slides, I will explain how you can use LinkedIn as a business and how you can generate leads as a real estate business. And then the most dangerous social network, it's TikTok. And by 2025, it was 5.79, but now it has crossed 8 million. So very close to Facebook, and people are more using more into using TikTok, and their algorithm also, it's kind of addictive, and you can't go out of the network. So whenever you scroll down, you swipe through a couple of videos, and you try to exit, but they will show you another video. So their algorithm also a bit of addictive, and all these platforms are fighting for one thing, right? One thing. What is that? That's the user's time. So if you take our time, users' time, let's say 24 hours, so they're using 4 hours of social media browsing, then all of these platforms are fighting for that 4 hours, right? Who gets the most of their time? A user's platform. So they make money whenever users spend more time on the network, they make more money. So there's a I don't want to go deep into that, but the idea is if you keep more users in the platform for a long time, then you make more money, and because you have that attention. Right. Okay, so that's pretty much the social networks, and I've taken only the platforms which are important for this session and for real estate. So that's the behavior and social networks summary in Sri Lanka. Okay, coming back to what is digital marketing again, and website, Roshini website, company name, blog, email, shots like we have sent out several paper, newspapers. Can we use these platforms? Yes. So website also we will be discussing how you can use yeah, those platforms. Like, website is something owned. It's a own platform for a company, for a business, and we will be discussing how you can, like, create content and everything. So um, that we will discuss. And newspapers, of course, it's not digital marketing. It's part of marketing, and it's like, traditional marketing. And right now, the usage of newspapers is very low in Sri Lanka. And yes, so today we will focus more on digital marketing, and because it's affordable, it's measurable, and you have, like, easy access to digital marketing. Like, if you have, like, even 1,000 rupees, you can start digital marketing straight away. Yep. Correct. So, what is digital marketing? I'm coming back to the same. So, we discussed the digital landscape of Sri Lanka, and we are coming back to what is digital marketing. So, this is we are going to discuss the main concepts of digital marketing. So, I said, if a business wants to promote their products and services to a potential customer, if they use the internet and its technology to promote that, it's called digital marketing. Very simple. So how do we do that? So the basic understanding is, okay, we have to use the internet and its technology to promote our services and products. So how can we use what are the main concepts behind digital marketing? So very interesting. So I will take you through. So even people, like, try to understand digital marketing. Okay, let's say you try to learn digital marketing on your own, and you start somewhere and you see all these buzzwords like SEO, influencer marketing, and you have to do this, email marketing, you have to do blogs. So many things inside digital marketing. But I'm going to simplify everything for you, and I'm going to discuss only 6 concepts, and so you can put anything in digital marketing to these 6 concepts. So, right. So these are the main digital marketing concepts. Like I said, if you, it's going to be a single concept or multiple concepts to do a campaign, right? So if you have anything, like, let's say someone is talking about something else, and but inside these 6 concepts, you can, like, align anything inside here. Okay, so first one is how to promote using how to promote your products and services. Okay, content marketing. First concept is content marketing. So I think Aroshini mentioned blogs. So blogs comes to this concept. So if you are writing articles like blogs, and if you do images, if you do videos or infographics to explain market situation or anything, so if you are using any type of content, that's called content marketing. Very simple. Very simple. It's content marketing, right? So the main concept is content marketing. Okay. Let me explain with you. So I said this is a candle business, right? Okay. This candle business creates videos about candles, how to make candles, and how to maybe very interesting categories like scented candles, and still last longer. Likewise, so if the business creates videos and takes photos of the candles, and maybe writing articles about the candle, how to use candles for New Year, for Sinhala and Tamil New Year. These are the best ways to use your candles, right? Something like that. I'm just giving you ideas. Okay, so any type of content, and if you push this content to the customer, and customer sees this content and inquires about the product, so it's called content marketing, right? So very simple. You promote using explaining all these 6 concepts, I will explain how can we combine these concepts. Right. The next one is SEO, search engine optimization. It's very important to understand this is organic traffic, right? This is not paid. SEO means it's organic, right? It's very important to understand because the next concept is going to change the term here. But SEO means it's search engine optimization, right? Okay, I'll give you one example. Okay, this person creates a website. So I actually mentioned about the website. So this person creates a website, right? And you have your products like this. It's maybe a Shopify or an e-commerce website. So you have this website, okay? Okay. Now this person, the customer search on Google, right? Right. So the interaction happens from customer, not from the business. Okay. So this person searches, okay, candles to buy in Sri Lanka, and Google gives you results. Okay, these are the results. In those results, you see all these results, right? Web results. So in these results, one of them is this website. So customer comes to the results page, and from results, customer is redirected towards the website and they purchase, right? So this is called SEO, search engine optimization, right? Optimization means, so you have to get a result here in the Google search engine, right? To get a result in search engine, you need to optimize it for search engine. Now it's changing, right? So it's called EEO, AEO, or GEO, but everyone is coming back to SEO again. You will see, like, when you search something on Google, you'll see that AI mode is activated now. The Gemini is giving you results. So things are changing, but the basics will remain the same. So Google doesn't own like any websites, right? So what they do is they go through the webs and they find these websites and list it in the result page. Okay, so to optimize for search engines, you have to do few technical things are there, and you have to do in page SEO and so many technical things are there. But just to understand, so if you have a website and you put it in a way that search engine can identify and give it as a result for customers searching for candles, then it's called SEO, right? So I don't want to like go deep into this matter because SEO takes time. But next one I will explain you how anyone can get a results on Google, right? Okay. That's SEO. Remember, search engine optimization. O means organic. We are not paying for this. Right? If you get result in the search engine without paying, then it's SEO. Next concept is called PPC, pay per click. Very interesting idea, right? Pay per click, which means you pay when someone clicks, right? So this also used in the Google, right? So let's say now it's called SEM. So people confuse on these two words. It's not SEO, it's SEM because we are paying Google to get results, right? You have to understand that. Okay, so all right. So we have the website. this goes other way, right? Okay, we have the products, and we tell Google, okay, if someone searches candles to buy, right? This is a keyword. We call it keywords, right? Candles to buy. If someone searches candles to buy in Sri Lanka, you show my website. Okay? You show my website. You show my website in the results page. And if someone clicks on it and gives me a traffic like your user, it's then I will pay you. So that's why it's called PPC, right? Pay per click. We only pay for the times people have seen this and they have clicked on it and they come back to my website. So it's keyword based. So let's say you can't rank your website immediately. It's like that, right? It takes time for SEO to happen. So, but from the day one, when you like launch something, when you launch your website on the day one, you can do search engine marketing because Google loves advertisers. That's their business, right? So let's say we are paying $0.1 for every click. So we can bid that. Okay, we can bid that amount. Okay, for this keyword, we are going to bid $0.1. You give me one visitor, I will pay you $0.1. I'm simplifying things, guys. So right. So if you invest $10, right? So which means you get 100 visits to the website. It's not going to be $0.1. In some categories, it goes up actually. Why this number changes? Because whenever there's demand, okay. So let's say, okay, we are getting 100 visitors for $0.1, and someone else, another candle business, A, another candle business, B, another candle business, and four other candle businesses are targeting the same keyword. We also need traffic. This traffic to our website, we will pay more, and this goes up. This number goes up. Google says, okay, now the number is $0.2, $0.5. In some categories, like very competitive categories, like the hospitality industry, if you take, like everyone is like searching for hotels. So, okay, what are the best hotels in Kandy? If you take that keyword can go up to like maybe $5 or $6. So that's like that. So $5 means it's more like 1,500 you have to pay for a visitor. You don't have a confirmed business, but still you have a visitor for that amount, right? So usually in the hospitality industry, it ranges from $2 to $5, right? So that's the idea. So the SEM means you pay Google to get visitors. SEO means you are getting visitors for free, right? Okay, hope that's clear. Naomi, sorry, is it like MinPay, CocoPay, or Google Pay? Like click. Oh, so MinPay, CocoPay, Google Pay, those are like payment, payment processors. Those are not like. So when you want to like buy something, they give you installments, right? That's the idea behind those platforms. Like they are payment processors. So, so the idea here is it's an advertising technology. So because understand this, if someone is searching a keyword on Google, which means there's high intent, right? You don't search things random, right? If you don't want anything, you don't search for it. Right? Sometimes you do, but but there's a need somewhere, right? Let's say you want to buy a bicycle and you search for bicycles. If you want to buy, so same thing happens in the real estate market, right? If you want to buy a house and you search on Google, right? You go to the Google and search for houses for sale in Kadavatu, houses for sale in Jala, houses for sale in Piliyandala, right? So you do that. So that's why this is important, right? In the current market, people spend a lot on Google Ads because that intent is high, right? So what's the difference between Facebook and Google? Okay, so we are going into a different segment, but I'll explain. Facebook is it's discovery, right? So you show them something. Okay, house for sale in Pilyandalam. This is the price. Are you interested? It's discovery. Like people are discovering that for the first time. They see that and they're interested, and then they inquire. But in Google, it's other way around. The customer is searching for something. Okay, customer is searching houses for sale in Piliyandala, which means there's high intent. There's a need for that customer. And when you show up, you get the business. If you don't show up, you miss the lead, right? So that's the whole idea. Okay, and PPC, paid advertisements on search engine, and also PPC concept involves content platforms as well. I will explain. So have you seen all these banners and display banners on apps and websites? So whenever you visit somewhere, so you see pop-up banners everywhere. So those are also comes under the PPC concept, because when you click and when you go to their website, then only they charge from the advertiser. So that's the whole idea behind the pay-per-click concept, right? Okay, let's go to our fourth main concept, which is the biggest one, and people often confuse things with this one. It's called social media marketing, right? So digital marketing and social media marketing, right? So people think digital marketing is social media marketing. You do content and you post on social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. That's digital marketing. That's not, right? It's a part of digital marketing. Part of digital marketing means digital marketing has more arenas you can explore. And like I said, so these concepts, so you have more platforms and you have more strategies in digital marketing. So social media marketing is a concept under digital marketing, right? So I explained to you the social networks. So if you use anything to promote your products and services, if you use social media networks, that's social media marketing, right? So pretty much everyone is doing that. So this candle business, I told you this content, right? So I told you these videos and images they are taking. I did say that, okay, they have to push this to the customer. So these videos, you can post it to Facebook, right? Or TikTok. And then customer sees this and they inquire or they request more details about the product or service. So this is social media marketing, right? Social media marketing, SMM, right? So if you use the social network to promote your products and services, and I told you it's always it could be one concept or it could be a combination of concepts, right? So So this guy creates content like videos, and they post it on social networks. So it's a combination of concepts: content marketing and social media marketing. Combination of concepts to promote your products and services. So hope that makes sense. Roshini, can you repeat what you said now? You Google, etc. Yeah, this is a while ago. I couldn't catch it. Yeah, Roshini. So I think you are referring to this one. The PPC method. So when you don't have traffic to your website, so you can ask Google to send traffic. So you can put your keywords like, let's say you have a real estate website and you have houses, and you can put the keyword houses for sale in Kadavata, houses for sale in Pityanadar. If someone searches this on Google, and you can ask Google to send that traffic to your website, and you can pay amount, like you can bid this amount. So this is a bidding amount. So you say that, okay, I'm going to pay you $0.1 for every visitor. Then Google can, if they match with the other competitors also, they will send you the traffic. So that's the whole idea behind that. So social media marketing, and it's easy because everyone knows if you use the social networks, it's social media marketing. And the fifth one is email and mobile marketing. If you use email and mobile platforms, marketing platforms, and to promote, like you have WhatsApp, you can do SMS, you can have all these email tools. If you use that to promote your products and services, it's called email and mobile marketing. The main concept of that is email and mobile marketing. Very straightforward. I don't want to go deep into that. But if you look at the sixth one, affiliate marketing. That's also one method, one concept in digital marketing, right? So I will explain to you. Okay. So I told you about this candle business. Okay. This candle business, there's one person who writes blogs, right? Who writes blogs about home decor blog site, and they get a lot of visitors for this blog site. And this candle business contacts this owner of this blog site and asks them, okay, do an article about my business and upload this link, and if you send me traffic and if I get business out of that, I will pay you commission from that sale. Very simple, right? So if you send me, you write the article about my business, how my scented candles can work for in your home, about that, and you link my website in your blog, and if I get business, I will give you a percentage, let's say 10% from this sale for you. So that's affiliate marketing. It's very rare in Sri Lanka, to be honest. But in the Western, like in the US market or other markets, you have they have separate platforms for affiliate marketing. But in Sri Lanka, it's very rare that people do this concept, and it's very rare for so all the categories, actually it's very rare. And also I will tell you, let's say one example you have seen, have you seen all this the how-to videos, who understand about a tool, like maybe email sending tool. You want to do email marketing and you are looking for a good email marketing tool, and you see a video on YouTube talking about this tool, and it gives you all the options. And at the end of the video, this person, let's say this person is Joy, and this person says, if you go to this website and use Joy 20, and you will get a 20% discount for that. This is my coupon code. And we like see a lot of these kind of examples. And the idea behind that is it's also affiliate marketing. When someone uses Joy 20, the platform, the website, the email tool, business pays this content creator commission for that referral, like affiliate. So that's how the system works. And right, so these are the 6 main digital marketing concepts, right? So whatever you say, whatever you hear in the market, you can fit everything here inside this these concepts. I will give you one example. Someone is talking about, okay, digital marketing, we have to do influencer marketing. Influencer marketing, okay, where is this concept, right? Influencer marketing, look at these concepts, okay, influencer. So the person is, let's say the person is doing a video, okay? The video means the main concept is content marketing. So they are using content marketing and they are posting it on their Instagram. Okay, then it's social media marketing. So influencer marketing, which means it's combination of content marketing and social media marketing. So that's how you get influencer marketing. So these are the fundamentals of digital marketing, right? So you can apply these concepts for any business, not only real estate. Any business, if they want to promote, they have to use these 6 concepts, right? So that's how you promote and that's how you do digital marketing. And people talk about how to do campaigns, right? Then how to do a digital marketing campaign, right? Okay. Campaign, you have to understand there's a campaign structure. Structure starts with digital marketing concepts, and then you have the channels, right? Channels means business and customer, right? So I told you, I showed you all these arrows. Okay, you have to promote this. How are you going to take this message to the customer, right? How are you going to take this message to the customer? Those are channels, right? It could be your website. It could be your Facebook page, Instagram account, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, email list, SMS database, WhatsApp list, or third-party website. So those are the channels you take this message to the market, to the customer, right? Your video is getting started. Is it all right now, or is it the same? I'm sorry. Can someone message?
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, right. Right. So next one is we have to see whether it's organic or paid. Organic means if you don't pay, it's organic. If you pay, it's paid, right? Very simple. So what is the structure of a digital marketing campaign? This is the structure. Concept or multiple concepts, channel which takes the message, and whether it's organic or paid, right? Very simple, right? I will show you one example, and from that, okay, this one I'll give you as a test, and so you have to answer. You can send a message just to make it a bit interactive and just to understand whether you understood the whole concepts what we discussed here. So what are the concepts we have used? What is the channel, and whether it's organic or paid? So those are the 3 things you have to answer. So let's start with uh, one test, and before that, I will go back to the main concepts. Content marketing. If there's content, it's called content marketing. SEO. Always remember, it should be organic, not paid. Organic result from Google search engine or other search engine also included, but mainly we use Google, so that's why I taken Google as the example. It should be organic, and PPC means it's you have paid the you have paid search engine, the Google, and you take visitors from that, which is called PPC. Social media marketing, any form of social networking platform use, is called social media marketing. Email and mobile marketing, and very simple, affiliate means it's commission based promotions, and yeah. So those are the 6 main concepts. Okay. I will explain a campaign. Then you tell me what are the concepts we have used here, what is the channel or channels, and whether it's organic or paid. Very simple. You can send a message. I will explain the campaign to you. So this is a real business. It's called the Region Country Club here in Malabar. Okay. So they used a celebrity to promote their Sunday buffet in a short video and ran paid ads on Facebook and Instagram to reach their target audience. That's the campaign. Okay. So what I am asking, what are the concepts used here, and what is the channel or channels, whether it's organic or paid. Okay, let's take 2 minutes and you can send the answer. Whether it's like right or wrong, it doesn't matter. Just like, send the way you feel it, and then we will discuss. There's